I think we all dreamt about going to space when we were kids. But when the space shuttle program ended in 2011, I discovered a void in my life. That emptiness led to a newfound obsession with space. A few years later, I wound up bidding on a Russian spacesuit as a joke. When the box arrived at my doorstep, my friends asked, "What are you gonna do with a spacesuit?" The answer? What can't I do with a spacesuit? That's how Everyday Astronaut was born. Since then, the suit hasn't left my side. It's even gone around the world with me. From remote villages in Myanmar, rockets, and spaceships. To beautiful fields in Norway.
I'm fighting a cow to get a picture right now.
Here I am on vacation in the beautiful Norway with my beautiful boyfriend.
I even proposed to my wife in the suit at Machu Picchu in Peru. These days I work with leaders in the space industry to create fun and inspirational content. I've even been invited to different NASA facilities across the country, all for the sake of sharing my excitement with the world.
Hey there, it's me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but NASA is doing some incredible things. This is church for us space nerds. This is where Gene Kranz was sitting when people first met up. This is with permission. I still don't know how. I love that I'm standing on something that says urine bags. This thing's gonna fly like a cat in heat. Whatever that means. That dog's gonna have a sore throat by the end of the day, I'll tell you that. Especially once he tries to explain to his friends that he just saw an astronaut flying majestically through the sky for an hour. This thing has officially become the bane of my existence.
Everyday Astronaut's mission is to bring space down to Earth for everyday people, to communicate science through humor and imagination, but most importantly, to spark your curiosity, to want to find your place in the cosmos. Join my adventures as I seek to find out why exploring space is important, inspiring, and quite frankly, really, really neat. Show your support by visiting patreon.com/everydayastronaut. Hi everybody, good afternoon, it's me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. It's Sunday. I've got a little bit of free time between working on a video that I'm working on that's going to be out on Tuesday, and there was no launch last night for SpaceX. They kind of have pushed that off, so I decided we're going to do a little live stream. We're coming up on my 1-year anniversary of YouTubing, basically, which I consider to be February 27th of last year, which is also my birthday, which is this next Tuesday, so I figure why not just hang out a little bit, get a little fun time in here, why not? So I saw on Reddit today, someone made an aircraft carrier, user Mouse, M-A-U-S-E, underscore, I believe. Hi, if you're around, Mouse. That looked like a lot of fun. I want to try that, making an aircraft carrier. I think Scott Manley also did something like that a while ago. Sounded like fun. I was looking for something kind of fun to play around with today. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Yeah, let's get started.
3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. One small step for man.
All right, we are inside the Kerbal hangar. We're gonna make an aircraft carrier. And Scott Walters, thank you for your tip. Yes, is this for your birthday today? Happy birthday, Scott. Everyone say happy birthday to Scott Walters. It's your birthday. My birthday's in 2 days. All good birthdays happen in February. That's what I always say. All right, well, howdy everybody. How are you guys? I hope you're doing fantastic. I've had a good, productive, and fun weekend. I'm finally getting kind of, not trying to overwork myself lately. It's a good thing up here, I think, to do that from time to time. And yeah, I'm excited about this. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm just gonna throw together something. I have no idea, guys. I don't know how everyone else does it. I don't know what the protocol is for making an aircraft carrier, if there is one. So I'm just gonna dink around until we come up with something. All right, what's the biggest one? I always forget. Is it A or D? A, maybe? 0.2, okay, A is bigger. We're gonna make a big old giant aircraft carrier deck to land on an aircraft carrier. These don't have fuel tanks, do they? That is potentially an issue. Let me know, guys, if the levels are okay. I might be clipping a little bit, which I need to maybe then turn down. And also, I want to make sure the music isn't too loud. You guys let me know. What is an aircraft carrier? It's not really a thing in real life, but you know what an aircraft carrier is, right? Like what they launch fighter jets off of, you know, in the ocean. Those giant boats with 1.5 billion different jets on it and other aircraft. Yeah, we're basically doing that. But first, for the sky, so you can rain airplanes down on your enemies. Move. Oh yeah, we have the camera in the wrong place for now. Also, you guys are seeing text messages. Whoop. Music is too loud. All right. We will take care of that. No problem. How's that? Let me know, guys. No problem. We just, you know, just zip zap it right back down, and it shouldn't even be a big deal. All right. Music is. Let me know if music's still a little too loud. I just turned it down. I definitely don't want it to be too loud. That ain't no fun for nobody. All right. This is looking great already. It's gonna have a little bit of a ugly stump there, but yeah. Why isn't this a thing in real life, an aircraft carrier? I'm sure we'll find out why as we try to do this. I just can't imagine this going very well. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna be one of those very Kerbal moments where we're like, oh, so that's why they don't do that. What? I need an adult. Maybe eventually. Is that pretty well lined up? Yes. That's pretty good. I don't think it needs to be crazy big. Heard of the new Russian SSTO? I have not heard of the new Russian SSTO. Yeah, you guys are right. I will make sure notifications are off on my computer. Turn on Do Not Disturb mode. Yeah, every single axis, Joseph, you're exactly right. Every axis, just keep hitting buttons until it eventually lines up. That's my theory in life. How do you get to Duna? That's a good question. I think my favorite thing is type in Kerbal calculator, and you'll find this thing that shows you where the planets need to be in alignment. It's called the KSP, like, planning calculator or something like that. KSP.biz or some weird website. I don't even know what it is. I'm going to look it up because I use it a lot. Kerbal calculator. And the one that I go to is ksp.olex.biz, but if you just Google Kerbal calculator, you'll find an interactive, illustrated interplanetary guide and calculator. That's how you kind of know how to align the orbits and things. So yeah. Info on Hipposat, I don't know anything other than what you guys know, unfortunately. Other than it got delayed, and we're gonna have to wait until it's ready to go. So I don't know. Hopefully everything's fine. I'm sure everything's fine. Obviously, it's better that they delay things like this than to push forward. So, yep, we'll just have to put on our patience pants for a minute. You know what I should have done all along? What am I thinking? I'm the worst Kerbal player. I should have been doing this all along. I think I am going to do that. Yes, Falcon Heavy, howdy. We are making a flying aircraft carrier because I saw it on Reddit and said I need to do that too. Looks like a lot of fun. Ooh, I don't like that. Hey. So I'm just going to build this big, ridiculous deck, basically. And we'll start there. Right? About like this. Oh, these need to be auto-started. Auto-starts are definitely going to save our butt this time. I think. That's my guess. Although, you know what I just realized? Maybe we should be doing grandparent part on all these, because I have a feeling when we dock another aircraft on top of this, that's going to shift what the heaviest part might be, and it could really screw some things up. So I'm going to make sure everything's just auto-started to the grandparent part. That might help it not have, you know, the crazy cracking and stuff. How do I make sure my rocket won't tip over after launch? If you hit T, that turns on SAS. You have to have either a module with a Kerbal, a pilot Kerbal inside it, or one of these control modules like one of these computer probes like this, and then you can enable SAS, and that'll mean it'll correct itself. You know, it'll correct for little movements. So, in other words, like normally, say you accidentally bump it a little bit to one way and keep bumping over that way, and you have to correct it. This will just make sure it holds. It holds where it goes, and that's called SAS, stability assist, basically. That's right. You guys were sorry in our Discord channel. They're talking about Hipposat, and yeah, there is some kind of fairing issue. It sounds like with something. They're doing some testing. I haven't said too much on top of that because, you know, it's, yeah, I don't know. They'll get to it. And I'm sure, you know, with this fairing 2.0, I'm sure they're being very, you know, they probably learned a little bit from the first fairing 2.0 flight the other day, the PAS mission. So hopefully everything's fine. I'm sure it is. All right, we're just gonna do one more. This will be plenty long. If I can't land on this, oh geez, this looks ridiculous. I don't even think I want it that long. Like, I think I'm just gonna match the speeds. I don't think you need like a runway because it'll be flying. You can just come up and more or less land on the. I don't even want it this big. Is there a fast forward so you can skip to the end of the build? Yes, and it's happening right now by me just zip zapping as fast as humanly possible. Zip zap speed. We're just gonna do some of this. Hello, landing gear. Someone give me that landing gear. Radial? When did that happen? Who let you be radial? You are in huge trouble, sir. That's weird that they wanted to be radial. I've never really had that issue. Anyway, we're gonna put another set of landing gear down here. You know, it's quite easy to make things fly in Kerbal. Make airplanes and stuff fly. So I think I'm just gonna willy-nilly this thing. Who cares, right? Somebody says the next SpaceX launch is soon. Yeah, we don't really have a date on it yet. I'm gonna make sure this thing's got some enough lift, because that's going to be kind of the key. I want this thing to fly slow and steady. So we're checking out, of course, airplanes. You want your center of lift to be in front of your center of mass. Or wait, you want your center of mass in front of your center of lift. That's right. Sorry, I had it backwards. So you want to make sure that your lifting surfaces like this is the center of lift, is behind your center of mass. Because otherwise, if it's in front of, say you start to kind of pitch up and the air is hitting it, if your center of lift is in front of your mass, it'll just flip around and it'll never be stable. So you do want your center of lift to be behind your center of mass like this. And then we're also going to add some of these big guys for rear control. And I'll stick 2 of these like a dish. Beautiful! This thing's going to be big and sloppy and super awesome, and I think that's really all that matters in life. I'm also going to put one of these up here because who knows how this thing's going to fly. Probably really poorly. Oh my gosh, sorry, Prey. Good question. Haven't been able to tune in for a while, but thanks for the Falcon Heavy viewing advice. It was great and made for the second coolest thing you've ever seen. Now I need to know what the coolest thing you've ever seen is, because are you serious? If Falcon Heavy was the second coolest thing you've ever seen, I gotta know. I gotta know what your first coolest thing is. That's insane. Sorry for almost missing that, and thank you for your tip, Prey. Yeah, sorry, I'm in like build land over here. That's not smart. There we go. How about that? That gives me plenty of clearance, Orlando. I know you had some Orlandon 612 in our Discord. You're right. I did have, you know, a little bit of scary potential there to smash into things. So this is what we're gonna land on. And we're just gonna use those big, dumb. These guys. Where are they? There we go. These guys will work. Hopefully these guys can sustain enough flight time for us. They're pretty efficient engines. Oh, that's fantastic. This is like every drawing I did as a little kid, I feel like. We should probably make sure this thing flies okay as is. Airbus would buy this in a heartbeat. I think you're right. Alright, we're gonna make sure these are auto-started again to the grandparent part, because I'm a little nervous about things. Grandparent part. And the grandparent part. I like saying that word, sorry. I also want to make sure we have some control authority on these wings. Airplane control surfaces. Sure. Nice and long. Something like this. What? Help. Ah. Yeah. I want to make sure these don't have roll enabled, otherwise that could be probably a little too touchy. Let's take this thing out for a little flight, see if we can do anything. Oh, motors are backwards. Yeah, I never said which direction it was going to fly. I didn't even pay attention to that. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Totally was on purpose, guys. Duh. I mean, who doesn't know that? Obviously I knew that, guys. It's super obvious. Whoops. Hey, Rob Jones. Thank you. I hope I plan to show up for the first BFR launch. I wouldn't miss that for anything, Rob. Thank you for your tip. I hopefully by then will have a much better streaming world set up, because it was frustrating to have like 2 frames per second at best at the press site. So I hope by then we've got something a little better figured out, and hopefully we will be able to do that. So thank you for your support. Thank you for saying hi. Okay, let's see if we can actually get this thing off the ground. That'll be our first challenge. Hey, look at that. No problem. Wow. Wow, this is... Okay, this is still fine, though. This thing flies like a banshee. Wow. It's probably because it's mostly wing. You know what I mean? There's parts flying everywhere. Let's fly around these parts. Pulling some serious G's. These Kerbals will be actually crapping their pants. In real life, this thing is just fantastic. Yeah, I think something was on top of that tower and blew up, and now we're just seeing shrapnel fly everywhere. We're gonna buzz the tower. Permission to buzz the tower. Sweet, this thing's awesome. Alright, so I think we have a decent flying vessel. Let's make sure we can land this thing. That's always important. Now that we know this thing will fly, hopefully we can... This thing flies like a dirty pancake, which is a good thing that flies, obviously. We all know that. Wow, this thing... Look at the G-forces. Yeah, they'd all be dead. They'd all pretty much be mush at this point. Mush brains. An everyday astronaut, Air Force proud. That'd be amazing. I love that guy. Maybe I could get him to play around in Kerbal. That would be awesome. See how he does. That's a good idea. Should we be reaching out? Should we try to make that happen, guys? I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, I'm just going to try to bleed off a bunch of airspeed here by making some stupid looking maneuvers. This thing's acting slow. Come on. Do your job. Don't worry. It is very slow to respond, though. I think it might be my computer crapping its pants. Which it's been doing lately, which is why we're going to be getting a new computer. Which we don't talk about, remember, guys. Creighton, could we launch a rocket off that thing in the sky? Of course we could, but instead we're going to launch a plane off of it. And then that plane will fly around, and then land back on it, and then fly around, and then they'll fly together, and then there'll be an airplane with an airplane on top of their airplane. I think we're getting close to stall speed, so we're gonna throttle up before I kill everybody on board. We have 2 souls on board. Jacob BQ would not be happy if I crashed them, which I just about did. It would also be easier if I switch views to chase, I guess. It just always feels weird to me. Alright, maybe I'm not even going to try to land on the runway. This is too hard. And or I don't have the patience. Throttle her back down. Yes. Okay, don't totally do this. We're coming around real steep here. We're on a short final here. Really short final. Also known as a dime final. Like I turned on a freaking dime there. Okay, okay. Throttling down, throttling down. Okay. Doing this with the keyboard is never fun. That's one thing that'd probably make Kerbal a lot easier would be a joystick. But what would the fun in that be? Okay, let's see if we can just do a really rough, loosey-goosey landing without dying. Probably not. Come on. Come on, you old pig. Come on. We're going to totally run out of runway. I'm just going to smash it down on the runway. Oh, look at that. Almost. Hey, nothing blew up. That's a success. So we went a little off the runway. This thing flies great. We're ready. We're just going to pop back into the old spaceplane hangar. Tron archive footage of me. That's awesome. Map a joystick to a keyboard. Oh, I'm sure we could get a joystick. That's not a big deal. I'm pretty sure, right? Alright. Let's take this thing to the next level. I hear you like planes, so we put a plane on your plane. Because planes are planes. You have planes in your planes. Guys, I don't want to sound cocky. I just can't imagine this is going to be too hard. Famous last words. But, right? I mean, come on. We're just going to dock on up to this. And it's going to be super easy. And we're going to be done with this in 5 minutes. Then we're just going to rotate this thing flat like this. Like a dish. Not quite flat, but whatever. Now we're going to put an old docking port on this thing. We're going to put a little junior one. Is that this one or this one? This one. You guys, you're so lucky that I give you all these bonus sound effects. So otherwise, how would you know what's happening? About like that. Good enough, probably. Does this remind you of the helicarrier from the Marvel Universe? I hope so, because that would be great. But there's something I also want to say now, or while joysticks are a hot topic, there's something fun and challenging and stupid about not using a joystick that's just kind of fun and entertaining to me. So, I don't know if that'll be a thing ever. Like, not using a joystick. Or using a joystick. What am I saying? Alright, this is going to be the nose of our thing here. Oh, yeah. Look at this. This is already winning. Alright, let's stick another... I don't know. I'm just going to make this thing simple and lightweight. Use the grabber. Interesting, Orlando. I never thought of doing a grabber. Early RCS controls use joysticks with switches. Dang. Oh, sorry. Prey. Also, hi, guys. I am missing that so bad today. Coolest with the solar eclipse. On a lake and much longer. That's awesome, Prey. Thank you for the tip. I'm sorry if I missed that in chat. Yeah, solar eclipse was incredible, I had to admit. Can I choose the material of those components? No, not really. Everything here in Kerbal's like, pfft, yeah. I think it sounds fun to try to dock it like this. It'll be a big, huge challenge. But since when have I been afraid of a challenge? Challenge accepted. Just to make it, this is gonna look so stupid. But just so we have a little bit of extra control authority, I'm going to make sure this thing also has some RCS. Weird, I know. And we're gonna give it the Panther, because the Panther's cool looking. Alright. make my jet rocket fueled. Not a bad idea. We're going to be doing something with a rocket fueled jet on our next live stream on Wednesday night for Today-ish in Spaceflight History with Jacob EQ. If you don't know what I'm talking about, guys, look back at last week's Today-ish in Spaceflight History. It's kind of like a weekly show I do now when I have time, where we do a lot of fun, silly things in Kerbal and we recreate historic events. We had to do it on Wednesday nights here, local time, which is probably nothing of any convenience for about half the world. But I apologize, we had to kind of go on my friend Jacob's schedule. He knows nothing about space, so it's a lot of fun to work with him and teach him stuff in Kerbal Space Program, also teach him fun historical events. I have a lot of fun doing it, so even if you guys don't like doing it, I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep doing it, and just for myself, because I think it's awesome. And it's fun to teach Jacob stuff about space, since he's space illiterate. There's nothing wrong with that, so it's just kind of fun to, you know, fun to teach. I don't know what this thing is. This thing's hideous. Yeah, it's very ugly. And who knows if that center of mass is lift is way too... I don't know. What if I didn't give this thing landing gear? This is the strangest looking thing I've ever built. Yeah, like I said, I mentioned earlier that I saw this morning on Reddit a user named Mouse, M-A-U-S-E _, landed on an aircraft carrier. It looked fun. I wanted to do it, and I do also recall Scott Manley doing something like this too. So it's definitely not original, but it just looks like a lot of fun. It sounded like a fun thing to do on a Sunday. So we're going to try for it. Yeah, what do you guys think? What if I made it so this... there were no landing gear, and I had to just do a precise flying dock. Decouple. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Canards plus Delta Wing is very easy to build. Oh, Robert asks if I'll ever create an SSTO in Kerbal. Absolutely. I have some SSTOs that can go out to, like, the Joule system. I love SSTOs. I just haven't built them in a while, and I don't know what I'm doing now. Sure, we can do that someday. I have a lot of fun doing that. And we're going to make sure this baby's strutted. Grandparents parts. So, yeah, that's going to be my challenge to myself, is we aren't going to put landing gear on this thing. I think that'll make it very, very, very difficult. Hello? Can you please just... Fine. Uh-oh. Did I do that right? Or is it crooked? Looks like I have it at an angle. We do not want that. Oh no. Oh no. This looks sloppy now. Sloppy and landing on on an aircraft carrier. Those two things don't mix. I think we gotta be somewhat precise. Alright. And now time to do this. Raphael, thank you for your tip. And hello, good afternoon or evening or whatever you got. Ooh, cool. Tron, somebody made an aircraft carrier scale model. That is unbelievable. SSTO to Eve would be easy. SSTO off of Eve is like basically physically impossible. Maybe when I get my new computer, we'll try to build a giant, huge rocket that can get off of Eve. It's just basically impossible due to the the old rocket tyranny of the old rocket equation. What do you guys think? Think it's time? Can women pregnant in space? That reminds me, one of my all-time favorite YouTube videos is people trying to type the word pregnant in like a search key, and it's just hilarious. Can I pregnant? Am I pregnant? Aircraft carrier. Craft carrier for you. Let's do this. Tim, how excited am I for my new computer out of 10? I would say I'm about... Oh no! Let's launch it anyway. Something about this doesn't seem like a good idea. Out of 10, I'm a 10. Very much so. See, we didn't need to worry. Maybe not the safest design language I've ever seen, but... This is stupid. This is so stupid. That thing always blows up. That's so stupid. Maybe it's just time to get rid of it. Oh, this looks like a bad idea. I didn't put in the RCS thrusters on. You're right. That was stupid of me. Bad Tim. Pregnant. Oh, sorry. I messed up on our Discord channel. Auto strut. You're right. I could auto strut it now, I suppose, huh? Although it's kind of fun doing it like this. I don't hate this. This is not the worst thing I've done in Kerbal. Auto strut, root part. Auto strut. Grandparents. Alright. Well, is it time to let go of this other thing and see if we can get it back to it? Maybe we should flatten this baby out. Oh geez, settle down. Get your wings in a bunch. Settle down. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this baby fly. Am I right in thinking you can't switch airplanes like in an atmosphere? Okay, good enough. Here we go. We're gonna do a little quick save. 3, 2, 1, hip hip. We have disconnected. We're gonna fire up this engine. Maybe. Hello? Do I not have any fuel in this thing or something? Why is this not working? Any ideas? That was weird. Okay, well. Here we go. Well, this thing flies, so that's a good thing. I suppose, I guess, if you want to do that. Holy cow, this is going to be very... I'm realizing the difficulty of the situation. Mostly that I don't think this thing's remotely fast enough. Are you serious? When did the Panther become such a wuss? I thought the Panther was fast. Oh, you gotta switch modes. Yeah! Alright. Let's close in on that thing. You don't need an intake. This pre-cooler works as an intake. Do I know the real solar system mod for Kerbal? Absolutely, and I play with it. I really like it. My computer just doesn't handle it as well as it should. Remember, this computer is basically a 5-year-old computer. So the fact that I'm even able to play Kerbal on it at all is pretty impressive. Alright. So, I think we'll catch it, right? We're going pretty fast now. This is going to be impossible, isn't it? Is this faster or slower than that plane? Oh, here we go. We are closing that gap. Oh, we're catching up on it 50, 60 meters faster. I like that. Let's just go to ludicrous speed. Chevin/Kevin says, you saw me in Verge's video on Falcon Heavy. Yep, I was kind of hard to miss in an orange spacesuit right next to the countdown clock. Right behind the countdown clock. Off to the side of the countdown clock. Yeah, that made me laugh too. I was like, oh, I know that guy. What a jerk. Alright, we are closing in on our target. Very quickly now, actually. Maybe too quickly. This is going to be really hard, isn't it? Especially with how overly sensitive this thing is. I'm gonna turn these babies down. We got some shimmies that are not a good idea. Both these have roll active. Sorry, I'm like not paying attention to the rendezvous at all. There we go, we can see its contrast. Okay, we're in a flat spin, Goose. Okay, that was scary. So in other words, I have very crappy yaw control, so I don't want to be doing too much crazy stuff with the yaw. Noted. It's gonna be so difficult with a freaking joystick, or without a joystick, I feel like, but that's the Kerbal way. Let's get above it first. How about that? That seems like a pretty smart idea. Okay. We are closing in. I'm gonna try to quick save right now. Seems like a good place to approach from. Hey there, Rob Jones. Rob, thank you first off for your generous tip. Hi, how are you? Long time no talk, Rob. Not that long actually. I feel like you're here quite a bit. So I don't really talk about it that much on here because I get a lot of hate that I'm buying a new Mac. Everyone's gonna crap their pants and go, oh, it's so stupid, Macintosh. Mac sucks. I have my reasons, mostly because a lot of the editing software I use, and most importantly, the songwriting software I use is all on Mac. If I have an issue with it, I can take it 2 miles away and get it fixed that same minute. They walk out with a brand new unit. So that's important when you're, dealing with time crunches and things like that. Yeah, I talk about it a lot, and I know it's very unusual. Yeah, but everyone's got... Guys, I built PCs for years. I've built 4 or 5 PCs. I get it. But now it's just... I like my Mac ecosystem. It's a little more expensive, but hey, nothing wrong with that. Okay, this is going to be very hard, isn't it? I'm realizing the difficulty here. Okay, we really have to settle this thing down. Especially without landing gear, this is plain silly, isn't it? Uh-oh. We've made slight contact. Good first step, I guess. I agree, Orlando. I don't get the Mac versus PC thing. Who cares? Use whatever you want. I don't get when people are so pretentious about a certain thing. It's like, I don't care about Ford versus Chevy. I don't care about SpaceX versus ULA. I don't care about that stuff. I don't buy into that. Like, just get something and use it. And then if it works, use it still. Oops, that's probably not... I don't think we meant to target the International Space Station. I think we want to find our carrier craft. Oh, there it is. Aircraft carrier for you. Why don't I work for NASA? Says Pantheist. Well, full transparency, I don't really want to work for anybody. I like being my own. I've worked for myself for almost 10 years now. And I can't imagine, like, I have my own opinion. I like to be able to have my own opinions. I like to do my own thing. And yeah, I don't think I could work for anybody else. That's the main reason why. And I don't even know if they'd accept me. I only have a 2-year college degree and nothing. Hi, NASA. Yeah. Are you looking for a college dropout to do stuff for you? Oh, no? Okay. That's what I thought. So, I don't know how we're going to do this rendezvous. I want to get up very high, first and foremost, because we got to come down on top of it. Roberto, what's my full-time? Yes, I do YouTube, social media stuff full-time now, which is crazy. I'm also working on something that you'll find out about soon. I hate having to say that on my live streams, but you'll see what that is. As soon as I can announce it, I will. And then you'll have a better understanding of why I took and quit my previous job as a professional photographer to do this. Yeah. You're right, Virgin Galactic is looking for a comms outreach leader. I just don't really... I don't want to do it for anybody else. I'd rather be able to talk about whoever I want and whatever I want on any capacity and not like have to be beholden to anybody's opinions or marketing or anything like that. Should I lower the other thing? I feel like we're getting pretty high up here. Yeah, I know the distance is increasing. We're going to slow down once we get above it. I just wanted to really get above it. I guess I could switch over to it and lower it, huh? Here, we're going to do that. We were getting way too high with this thing. Oh, wow. Okay, touche. You are falling like a rock now. That's true, Alan. Elon, thank you for the tip. Elon Musk doesn't care about a college degree. That is true. But even I don't want to work for SpaceX either. I mean, I like doing what I'm doing. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I like, again, being able to have my own opinion and speak what I think is right and wrong and be able to do my own research and work on my own time and work from home and all of the above. So it doesn't work for everybody. It requires a lot of work to make that kind of stuff work. It's not always a safe bet. But sometimes you just got to follow your passions, you know, and listen to your heart. All right, we're going to try to get the stupid thing to rendezvous now. How far away are we now? Wait, what? Help. There it is. There we go. Aircraft carrier for me. How many planes can I carry? For now, none, apparently, because I can't even do one. But, and maybe eventually, if this works out, we'll put 1 billion. Revert flight, no. That's not fun. We're just gonna zip zap over there. Philip, hi! It's the guy who's going through chemo during the Falcon Heavy stream. Hi, Philip, thank you for saying hi. Just following up to say you didn't die, so yay. Oh man, you're welcome for all the content, and I'm really happy that we're able to help keep your spirits up. Everyone say hello to Philip. I'm really glad that your chemo went well. That's awesome. Keep fighting the good fight. We'll all be here to cheer you on. I'm glad that we're making you cheer. I can imagine that's a hard thing to go through, and I know you're probably not alone, and you have all of us cheering for you too. So thanks for saying hi. You didn't have to tip me. As a matter of fact, I feel like we should be like tipping you so you can keep going. Yeah, great work, Philip. I'm glad you said hi again. I'm glad you're doing well. Keep going. You can do it. Modern medicine is amazing these days, so that is awesome. That's cool. I love everyone cheering for you. That's so cool. That makes me really happy. Alright, let's get back up to this thing. You guys are right, reverting would be a lot easier. A lot easier. Shh. You just don't always have to be right, you know. Are we closing that gap, or is it getting further away? We're gonna revert flight! Shh. I like that idea. Philip, be sure and hit me up if you need anything. If there's anything we can do here to help you. You can contact me through my website, everydayastronaut.com. Yeah, let us know if there's anything you need us to do. Alright guys, here we go. Attempt number 2 at docking and rendezvousing. That's true. We could probably match speed more accurately if we do this. You are right. Ah, dang it, Wookie Goldberg. If I had $1 for every time I've said Wookie Goldberg, I would have probably 6 now. Alright. Let's line this baby up. Alright. I'm gonna lock this view again, too. What? Hey, no, that's a terrible view. What do you... Thank you. Sorry. I'll get back up on... we gotta get above it. I think that's one of the keys here, too. I don't like this whole... trying to land on top of it from underneath it. That's just not a good idea. This view is making me sick. You and Elon are like-minded, big kids with toys having fun. Yeah, I'm not nearly as anywhere as brilliant as Elon, but there's so many things that that guy says that I'm just like, I've literally said those words before. if I had a bunch of money and was smart with money, I have a feeling we'd resonate pretty well. Okay, hi. Settle. This is going to be very, very, very difficult, isn't it? I realize the error of my ways. This is a challenge. I wish I had a better controllable. This thing doesn't fly very well. Look at how much it like buffets. Is that what it's called? I don't know where we are in comparison to our. There we are. Gosh, this view makes me sick. But we're going for it still. How do I know Ollie Braun? He is the guy that makes my models. He makes the models. And I met him. We've been talking online for 6 months now. But I met him finally at Falcon Heavy in person. He's done animations for some of my videos. That's how I know Ollie Braun. I do have vertical wings on it. It's got vertical stabilizers there. I'm just thinking this thing is... Air brakes may help. You guys are right there. I'm gonna get this. Okay, we are going way too fast now. I just hate... See how it... Like, this is me just holding up, and it does that. That's not a good design feature when trying to dock to... Okay, here's where we're... Oh, we can't revert. Crap. Alright, we're gonna do a soft landing. We need this thing to be more stable. It's garbage. And we also need that RCS on it, I think. Alright. Oh, yeah. I, like, never use this view. Mostly because it doesn't have enough detail to use. Or is that just me being an idiot? There's probably a way to fix that. Alright. We're gonna go full-blown dive mode. RCDJ! Hi! Oh, you crazy fool! Hi! Hello, thank you. I don't know how I'm ever gonna repay you. I really don't. Most generous human. RCDJ. Man. Everyone say hello to RCDJ and thank you. Tip Daddy, old Tip Daddy RCDJ. Thank you for your love. Look at that. They survived. No, I had him hit the water at like at least 200, I feel like. Oh gosh, I'm also gonna do some of this. Oh, that's hilarious. Well, we're going back to the old blip blap. Tip Daddy. Okay, we gotta do better. It's gonna take some refinement. I think the big thing is we gotta have that little thing is not very easy to control, and that's important. All right, let's load this baby back up. Aircraft carrier for me. Okay, so first and foremost, let's get RCS on this thing. I do believe that'll help. I don't have a ton of time to commit to this today, guys. I'm going to be doing dinner with my family. As I mentioned, it's my birthday on Tuesday, so we're going to have a little birthday din-din. So that means I have to leave relatively soon. So I apologize. Not entirely sure if this will help that much. I think the other thing is, honestly, I think I have too much control authority out of these things. It's getting all wibble wobble. I don't like wibble wobble. Oh, man. It's still RCDJ, man. Ugh. You will forever go down in history. Radial? What are you talking about, radial? How is that radial and this is not radial? Right? This isn't radial, is it? Apparently it thought it was. That's interesting. Somebody, Rambling Professor, wants to know what's good streaming software to use. I actually really like the free OBS, open broadcast software. I find it to be pretty decent. I tried Game Show for a while. That's what I used to use. I only switched to this probably sometime last year. And this is a pretty solid platform, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've had pretty good luck with it. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we can actually properly get there. Not that. There we go. And then this we're gonna have to clip up a little bit so that this rests comfortably on the deck of the aircraft carrier. About like this. This will be probably pretty important. Okay. So, is there anything else we need to fix besides maybe adding another vertical stabilizer so we don't have that crazy thing we had there last time? I'm gonna do this. This will be my vertical stabilizer because I think this looks cool personally. Sharks. Like some sharks. That'll help, that'll definitely help stabilize it from any of those flat spins. As long as it doesn't get caught on fire. Can you make a flying chicken wing? I will auto start it just for you guys. I'm just gonna go rip part here. An air launch BFR. Especially this guy needs a little loving. Okay, air brakes. Air brakes is not a bad idea. Let's add some air brakes. And put them like right here. Something just to bleed off a little bit of speed. Let's try this. Make a rocket launching off an aircraft carrier, which is launching off an aircraft carrier. Or what if we launched this on top of a rocket? I think we gotta get this first before we get too crazy. Pammy, guess what? You're gonna be the most people are gonna be so jealous of your work. Don't forget RCS. Yeah, we got RCS in there now. Okay. 3, 2, 1, hip hip. Here we go. This thing is just gonna be saucy. I think I'm ready for it this time. There we go. Alright, we are go for takeoff. Of course, we're gonna have that thing fall off the tower and explode, as always. I think. Or did it actually finally properly fall off this time? Yeah, good. And it's out of commission. What's that down there? Oh yeah, that was our suicide birthday we did at the end of that last live stream. Look at all that debris out there. We gotta clean that up. I don't want to be, you know, contributing to ocean debris. That's insanely rude of me. Okay, let's just get this thing into stable flight right away. Just make sure it doesn't go down. But we'll make it slow down a little bit here. Okay. What was the song before this? It's not up on my SoundCloud yet. But it will be called The Scale of It All. It's not quite done. It hasn't been in a video yet, so it's not really public-ish, really. So, will BFS ever go into orbit without the help of the BFB, the Big Falcon Booster? Most likely not. Doesn't really make sense to. I know everyone, an SSTO sounds sexy, but if a booster's reusable and these spacecraft's reusable, the booster can help, you know, make it so it can get a ton of stuff into space. As opposed to just barely anything properly into orbit, like just using a BFS. Okay, so let's get ready to launch this thing, guys. I'm going to do a quick save right now. We got nice stable flight going. 3, 2, 1, hip hip. Let's take this baby. Let's turn on the engine, which never really wants to turn on without doing this. wow. Okay. Here we come. Wait, are we being out? Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta turn this thing into the other mode. Here we go. Okay. Wow. Okay, hang on. Oh, we'll see you later, Rob Jones. Thanks for saying hi. Don't forget to turn up on the... Yeah, that's very true. When BFR is ready. Overdue in with Nosh. Thank you there. Also, Izio, overdue in with nausea cam. I'm sorry about that. I agree. Let's slam on those brakes that we added. Let it pass us by, hopefully. Where is it? Wow, we are full blown in front of it. Even throttled like way down. Okay. Let's let this baby catch up to us now. Even now, I feel like it's... What? Am I misreading something? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I was definitely looking at the wrong thing. I was wondering, I'm like, the target looks like it's going away from us, so that can't be right, right? Sure enough. I was wrong, as always. What else is new? Dang it, I had it so close for a minute. And now we're so far away. I do have an attachment method. We're going to be going up and trying to dock it with a docking port, which I think will be very, very, very difficult. Much more difficult than I realize. I'm going to turn off RCS so we're not wasting that this whole time. But we're not chewing through too much. Okay. Guys, I did officially decide too. I'm talking to a producer friend of mine, and we're going to remaster my songs, and I'm finally going to officially release an album out of it and put it up on iTunes and Spotify. I think it's about time. I'm sick of it only being on whatchamacallit. Actually, whatchamacallit, wherever it is, SoundCloud.com. They want me to start paying because I have too many people downloading the music. I'm not going to pay to distribute my music. I need to get it out there so people can stream it on streaming platforms. Also, Izio, thank you. Thank you for your kind tip. Hello again. How often do I write a new song? How long does it take to does the process take? Asks Philip James. Thanks for reminding me, Trond. I can't catch them all because I'm not a Pokemaster. It takes me, honestly, if I sit down, I can crank out a song in a day. It just depends. Sometimes, I normally don't do it unless I kind of have something in my head. Sometimes I dream songs and then wake up and turn them into real songs. I don't know. It just sort of depends. Sometimes I sit down and I'll write a song and it'll be done in 2 hours. Other days I'll like sit there and I used to challenge myself to basically write a new song for every video. So now I have like 20 songs that I could pull from, but that's too many. Okay, whoa. I am an idiot. Break. Okay, throttle back up. Here we go. Okay. I'll get the hang of this here in a second, guys. I mostly just want to be slightly above it, and then... Where is it now? This thing... What? Ah! Okay, I'm catching up. We're gonna run out of fuel before we do this, I think. Yeah, right. This thing should easily be able to catch that thing. Come on. Let's get above it now while we can, easily. Now let's slow down. We are going too fast. There we go. Something like 10. Okay. Now I'm being responsible. Being a responsible adult about the situation. We're going to strafe over like this, and then we're going to straighten her out. Okay, quick save in here because this looks like a good potential to not totally screw up, maybe. Scoot me over that way, please. Oh, going too slow. Man! This is finicky, guys. What mic do I use? I'm using a Sennheiser boom mic. It helps pick up a little bit if I move around. I might be switching to... We're going to be trying some other things out here with Uncle Dad and I, sorry, Jacob EQ, in our live stream stuff that we do Wednesday nights. We'll see, though. Okay. Come on, this is so hard. The biggest problem is that air-breathing engines like this are so slow to react. Jeez. I'm getting some good practice in, though. I feel like I'm wakeboarding behind this thing. Why can't I catch up to it? Come on. Maybe I need to get in that thing and slow it down a little bit. I think we're just too close to the... Okay, something more like this. Although now it's kind of going down. We don't want it to crash. There we go. That looks like pretty nice level flight there. There we go. Okay. Let's go catch this thing. Where did it go? Did I already pass it? Yes, I did. You guys probably hate me. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Speed this baby back up. Turn off that RCS. Stop wasting it. I don't even know if RCS is going to do anything for us. Oh, you know what it might be? Notice when I pull up like this, it rams into there, which slows me down. Oh, that's why. Design flaws. Design flaws. No wonder. I was wondering, like, why is this thing... It just didn't seem like it was acting right. That's why. That's why it's not acting right, because it's not acting right. Oopsies. Undo. Let's just add a few more of these guys, like, right here. I don't know. There we go. Maybe we'll put a few more underneath here. I don't know. Without it totally mishmashing on us. I hope the landing gear doesn't mind that it's sharing space with a weird looking stabilizer thing. I just want to clip it in a little bit. Okay, also we're going to make sure that it starts off in wet mode, whatever that is. Sure. That must be afterburner. Turn off gimbaling. That's not a bad idea. Probably could have done that. Let's do this again. We can do this. Turn off the thrust vectoring. I could. Let's do this again. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, hip hip, and we are go for takeoff. Okay. I still need to clean up all that debris. It's just making me sad. I don't know what failed out there. Elon Kerman needs to know why my room is so dark. Well, Elon, there's a thing called sunset. I also forgot to turn on my big light, and I don't have this light. Will this make you happy? Oh, better take off. Gear retracted. We're gonna slow her right down here. I don't need this thing going anything crazy fast. I'm gonna go like third throttle. And we're just gonna level out a little bit here too. Okay, quick saving here. Switching. 3, 2, 1, hip, hip, go. Ooh. Yeah. Do something. Would have been nice if I had a Kerbal in there. Looks like we're gonna have to just revert the flight. Gosh. Oh. We're gonna have to transfer one of these guys. Oh, that was a scary looking moment in Kerbal history. Alright. 3, 2, 1, hip, hip. Detach. Let's fire up this engine. Hate that it doesn't activate. Does this count if I do it like this, just without even moving to begin with? Wow, this is so hard already. I mean, I started by matching the stupid speeds of things, and this is how off it gets instantly. This is going to be so stinking hard. I definitely, as always, overestimated this. Okay. Woo! Hey, Timothy. Thank you for the tip. You good people. Well, thank you. Thank you for the tip. That means a lot. And howdy. Whee! Break. Okay. We're gonna do this, guys. I don't care. I don't care if I don't have the skill to do it. I'm gonna do this. And that's what we call never giving up. I am gonna turn off... You guys are right. I'm gonna turn off the gimbal. That might make this thing a little more consistent. Yee. Okay. This shouldn't be so hard, yet it's really, really, really hard. Whoops. Well, now we don't have a docking port. But I'm happy with this. If I can land this, I'm gonna call this a win. Right? Just stay there. Just stay there, little buddy. Hold on tight. We're gonna get you home. Actually, just go land on that island. We're closer to the island. Oh no. No, no, no. Looks like we can only bank left. No! Hold on. I'm going to bank out of this, get this thing to a stable flight, and then I'm going to try to recover this, which I won't be able to probably. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we don't have a docking port. Oh, this is so hard. Yeah, caps lock for fine control. I know, I forget about that. Especially this roll is just ridiculous. I might turn off roll with the rear so that I... Should we start over since I've clearly forgot, or since we blew up the docking port? That seems vital. Well, we did rendezvous. Oh yeah, that thing's probably outrunning us like crazy because I have it on full steam ahead mode. Should we just control? Here, let's revert to that quick save. Duh. Okay, quick save has been reverted. We are ready to try again. Is she in the right thing? Get out of here. Okay, now I'm gonna quick save. Okay, RCS on. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pre-activate this engine. And 3, 2, 1, hip hip. I'm just gonna see if even if I do it like this, if this is even possible. It's like redock. It's not even wanting to dock, even though we're like physically touching docking ports. Okay, so we can. We can physically do it. Okay, let's try this again. Oopsies, why did it cut the throttle all the way out? That's not a good idea. That's not how things end well. Gear retracted. Okay. Let's try this again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it won't undock again now that the action group quit. Thanks a lot. No. Undock. Okay. Stand up. Just get my feelers going. Get my feelers going. Howdy, Renow. You got one of my prints. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Renow. I'm glad you found one. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you want your own print, you can go to everydayastronaut.com/shop and you can shop around. We've got prints from Falcon Heavy, so pictures from Falcon Heavy. I've got all my Instagram pictures and stuff on there too. That's one way you can help support me and also get some cool artwork for your house or life or car. I don't care where you put it. Uh-oh. This is not looking good, but thank you for now. That means a lot. Hi. Okay, fine control. You guys win. Speed up. Okay, we're closing in a second. Gotta zero out our velocity difference. Oh yeah, gimbal. This is where I get eaten alive, is by accidentally speeding up on it way too fast. Okay. Straighten her out. Uh-oh. I hit the vertical stabilizer. I don't know if this is the best way to land on it or not. I don't think this is the recommended way that the manual talks about doing, but how have we not broken any parts yet? We seem to be in a stable configuration here. I may just let her... We may just ride her out. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, we'll fix this and we'll fix that again. Just like last time. This is so stupid. I'll just have to admit, I'm not good enough to do this. I'm not smart enough. I don't want roll activated. Where am I going? Where is that thing in the sky? That way, huh? This is so hard. Hey, that's awesome, Andre with an I at the end. Andre with an I at the end. Hi, I think you're new around here to our Discord channel. Howdy, welcome, thank you. They ordered a large and a medium shirt, hoping that someday the medium shirt will fit. That's one way to do it. I like that. Thank you for the support. Thanks for grabbing a shirt. That's awesome. I am over here just failing very hard. That's true. I will be doing a new shop here very soon. I'm in the works of it right now, which will make shopping a lot more affordable for everybody. I'll also be able to be hands-off with it. It'll be a lot better solution, and I think there'll be higher quality items as well. Hopefully, I don't think the quality's bad, but I do have some inconsistencies with the company I'm working with now. It'd be great just to not have to worry about that anymore and have somebody else taking care of it. So, yeah, expect that in the near future, hopefully. Why is this thing? Did the other one? Oh, slow down. You get out there so fast. We just can barely catch you. How do you switch between two vessels? Like the square parentheses, not parentheses, but like next to P, those two buttons will get you right in between the two. That's how you can quickly switch between vessels. I'm just trying to head up. If I line up my prograde vector to our target here, we'll end up right at it. It's kind of difficult to do. There we go. Like I said, though, I just want to stay on top of it, though. That's awesome. I'm glad you watched my streams for the fails. I'm full of it. I am full of fails, I will tell you that. If you want to watch someone struggle through something, watch me. If you want to watch someone do something awesome, pretty much don't watch me. Okay. We're catching up on it now. Very slowly. Oh, NZO got a database error at my shop. I'm sorry, that thing is down all the time. We're working on that too. My website's going to be completely overhauled here soon. A lot more stable. We won't have those errors. I'll have new print fulfillment. I might as well kind of it's not official yet, but I might be getting a proper studio space. I'll tell you guys more about that. Discord members, you guys, I'll tell you all about it actually after tonight, and I'll tell you why that is. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Also, Discord members, did you guys watch the dialogue cut yet of the video? You probably haven't because you're probably watching me live now. But the video coming out on Tuesdays with Universe Today's Fraser Kane. He's awesome. We are going head-to-head on a topic, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun scripting and writing this one. I got, like, really snarky, and I'm very, like, sarcastic about it, but it's just because I just don't think there's any way he can win this. We're going to be doing a vote-off, so you get a vote for your favorite upcoming potential mission. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yes, so stay tuned for Tuesday's video. It's going to be awesome. Okay, here we go. We're finally getting there. Bringing her back in to something reasonable. Let's bleed off some speed here. I was going to overshoot it again, like always. Oh my gosh. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Whee! Slow way down, please. There it is. Okay, this is where I kind of want to be. This is my last attempt before I have to give up and go. So, wish me luck. I'm going to need all the luck wishing in the world at this point. I still have not gotten better at this part at all, as you know. As you are witnessing. Okay. Oh! No! Oh! No. Now I see why you want a huge aircraft carrier. Well, now we doomed another Kerbal. That was pretty good. I'm doing the it. That was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm happy with that. That's good enough. We rendezvoused. We failed. We Kerbaled it. Do some barrel rolls of excitement. What do you guys think? Is it okay if I leave? Eject. Insert ejection coordinates. No. There is one more thing I want to do just for fun. I just like doing this sometimes. It's just one of those days where I feel like we're just gonna crash this baby. Actually, we're just gonna go back to the Space Center. I don't even care. YOLO. I just said YOLO on live. Oh my gosh, we're so embarrassed. If I was on a spaceship and I could take a photo out the window, which planet would I pick? Ah, Saturn. Saturn would be amazing. I would take a picture of Saturn. That'd be great. Man. Orlando, I should flee Kerbin because I'm now wanted for murder. That's very, very, very true. I don't know what I was going to do. You know what I was going to do? I was just going to do one of these. I don't know why. I just like to sometimes make a weird looking SSTO thing that hovers and does a lot of nothing for no reason. You know, something big and dumb. Let's just see. I don't know why I want to do this. This is just... I just think it's fun. Okay. I'm going to throw up some landing gears. You know what, though? We should probably cram it so it can't even lift anymore. Well, let's just see if we can get to orbit and back really fast. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just for fun. There we go. That'll sit on the pad for a second because the thrust to weight ratio will not be high enough to support our life. We'll probably blow that engine up on landing, but shh, don't tell Mom. The only mods I'm using now, I am going to just throw up these awesome SpaceX styled thrusters, and the grid fins are just so awesome. Kerbal reuse or something, pack or something, just so great. Every single thing was wrong there. Put these like this, and then you're gonna toggle them. Toggle it, toggle it, toggle it now. Okay, we're gonna sit on the pad for a second, but yeah, imagine standing on a moon of Saturn and just watching a massive ball of gas rising up in the sky. It would be amazing. ULA has a mod pack coming out. That's awesome. Is it an official ULA mod pack? Because that would be very smart. That would be very, very smart. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, hip, hip. Oh, it's acting like it wants to fly already, even though its thrust to weight ratio isn't quite high enough. Here we go. Still below a 1-to-1. Now we're at a 1-to-1. Now we're going to start going vertical very, very, very slowly. Let's do this. I don't think this will have enough delta V to get into orbit, but whatever. Build the Kerbin Memorial Wall at KSC. There's no way I could have a Kerbin Memorial Wall because it'd be so big. We could get political about this, about how big it would be. It'd be big enough to make some kind of giant wall. I don't want to talk about it. That is, yeah, I like living on the edge. Lift up those landing gear right when you get to 0, right when you start taking off. Yeah, this is sort of like a grasshopper, but we've got enough delta V to hopefully almost get ourselves into a fun little orbit here, but we got to be really efficient about it. The hard part will be, do we have enough reserves to propulsively land from orbit? Remember, this is Kerbal and his Kerbal space program. It is a lot easier to get off of Kerbal than it is on Earth. SSTOs work really easy on Kerbal. Kerbal's like very capable of SSTOs. Earth is not. Earth, we just barely have enough margin to put something in space anyway. We're like just at that cusp. Yeah, Kerbal on the other hand, no problem. I wonder how many times Jeb has died in this game. Oh gosh. How far could Grasshopper actually go? That's a good question. It was clearly not full of fuel, because had it been full of fuel, the one engine that ran Grasshopper, you know, I guess there's a difference between Grasshopper and the F9R dev vehicle. But Grasshopper could have gone probably pretty high, pretty far. But it was near populated areas, kind of. It did those Grasshopper tests out there right next to McGregor, Texas. So I don't think they ever wanted it to get too high and or far. Okay, let's do a nice little gravity turn. There we go, John Ellis. It was limited by FAA rules. There we go. Did I see the video when the F9R demo rocket flipped and then blew up? Oh yeah. That's under the how not to launch a rocket or something, or how not to land a rocket or something. If there's a realistic version of the Skyloon in stock KSP, what do you think would be realistically capable of? How far could it go, do you think? That's a great question. In Kerbal, well, I mean, in real life, the Skyloon type of stuff, so you, like launching an air launch off a balloon, I mean, in theory, it's capable to launch. It can go as far as it needs to go. My favorite concept for a Skyloon is Zero to Infinity, a Spanish company. They have this really cool concept. It's like a donut within a donut with a muffin in the middle. It's really cool. It's really efficient. They take it up to like, I don't know, 20,000 or I don't know, 20 kilometers or something. I'm not entirely sure that the altitude. I mean, yeah, I think about 20 kilometers, where you're above a good amount of the atmosphere, and that way you can use a more vacuum optimized engine. You can also not have as the nose cone on it, like the fairing is huge. It's really big, so you don't have to be size restricted on your nose cone like you do on a scent like this. It's a cool concept. Well, thank you, Monkey Man. Oh, congrats on getting into orbit of Eve. That is a great achievement. That is it. We did that a couple live streams ago. We sent a single craft to Eve, got it back into orbit, and then I got too lazy to finish the mission. So we got it. As you know, getting into orbit of Eve is by far the hardest part. I took this gravity turn a little too aggressively, and now we're on fire. Okay. Yeah, this thing can for sure do orbit. It's a matter of whether or not it has enough margins to land once it's done orbit. But to be efficient, we're going to do this. We went way too high. Yes. Oh, Skylon, the SSTO concept. I don't know. I don't know how, in theory, it should be able to do low Earth orbit. That's about as far as it can go, probably. Do I think SpaceX could ever recover the second stage? Absolutely. On the BFR. The Falcon 9 vehicle does not have margins to recover from. They are not really pursuing second stage recovery on the Falcon family. They've mentioned that many times. They are doing some tests to kind of like see, I think, retro propulsive tests and things like that. Maybe they'll even test heat shield, re-entry elements on a second stage. But they will not really, there just isn't room without a major redesign of the second stage on the Falcon family. So yeah, that being said, that's what the BFR can do. The BFR is capable of recovering the upper stage. The upper stage is basically a giant spaceship, so no problem. Okay, let's get ourselves up to Apoapsis and or Apogee if we're on Earth, and let's do our burn here. to circularize. So here's the problem with an SSTO. We're stuck with all this mass now that we don't need. You know, really. There's orbit. Okay, we are in orbit. We have 1,000 meters per second to get down from orbit and to land. That might be enough. Let's see if we can land this thing at... when will the Texas launch facility go operational? They claim... They said by the end of the year. Isn't it the end of this year, 2018? Or is it the end of 2019? They think they might actually be able to get it operational, which is crazy. And thank you for the tip, by the way. Someone asks, which music do I use, or what application do I use for music? I use Logic Pro. I love it. It's great software. Okay, let's do this time. Show trajectory, retrograde. And let's land this thing back at Kerbal Space Center. Something about like that. We're going to do a little quick save here. We have 975 meters per second. Hopefully this thing doesn't blow up on re-entry. Will Starman suit actually house humans? Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it's made for. That was just literally like off their shelf. What they've been working on for their human-rated spacesuit. Okay. I probably should have let it go a little bit long instead of... Oh, crap. Yep, I already messed up. A video about the Andromeda, a galaxy Andromeda. You don't know a lot about it. Hey, I don't know almost anything about it either. I'm really not very good at, whoa, interesting. I am not very good at astronomy. So I could do a video about Andromeda. Let's just see. Let's try this. Let's see if this is still going to put me in the wrong place entirely. Yeah, I could do. I mean, I don't... oh, Timu! I have not tried Race to Space yet, but I saw that and I'm actually really excited about it. I will definitely have to make time for it because that looks amazing. An old... Is it actually... It's based... Oh, what? Oh, is it my grid fins that is taking into consideration here? Yes. Yes, it is. Interesting. Okay, so we're just not going to deploy them yet. We can do a little bit of this too. There we go. That's true, Hot Panda. I will be fine. Just Google stuff. That's what I do anyway. It takes me a while to research stuff, but I don't know honestly what I'll be able to teach you about Andromeda. Like I think it's just a galaxy, kind of like it's like a spiral galaxy like ours. Do I think the Falcon 9 will ever land back on the launch pad? I don't think the Falcon 9 probably ever will. Yeah, I can't picture why they'd actually want that. Too dangerous. They could ruin their launch pad. I know they want to do it for BFR. Oh, great. But I just can't imagine why they'd exactly want to do that with Falcon family. I think the big thing with the Falcon family is it's... Man, we're going to revert here. The big thing with the Falcon family is, you know, it can't hover, and I know hovering is not necessarily good, but say you need to make those last second adjustments even by a foot, and that's the difference between landing upright and landing and going kaboomy. I think you're going to want that. There's... I don't know. And again, I don't know. I have a hard time predicting what exactly SpaceX will do. I think they're just constantly changing and evolving. There we go, yeah. Andromeda is our closest galaxy, and it's on a collision course with Earth. Or with our own galaxy. Perfect. That's all we need to know, right? That we're all going to die. Actually, you know what's crazy is that even if two galaxies collide, I think the chances of stars actually colliding are really low. It's weird, because they're actually that, like, spaced out. Which just seems really weird to me. It seems like it'd just be a giant... So it's 3 times bigger. Thanks, Raj. 3 times bigger than the Milky Way. Wow, that's crazy. That's exactly right, Wookie Goldberg. Even with one of the 9 Merlin engines remaining, the thrust-to-weight ratio of the Falcon 9 is just too high. Ironically, the way Soyuz clamps on the pad, it could almost support a landing back on the pad. That's true. That is true. So this landing thing is just totally lying to me. It just keeps creeping back. Okay, so I'm just going to make it way out there. Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay, let's try this. It was still on prograde. Hey, thank you, Lorkin in space. Yeah, I am really close to 100,000, which has been so encouraging. I just still can't believe that. I looked it up again. Remember, I treat my YouTube anniversary as February 27th. Because that's the first time I really produced a factual video on YouTube. Before that, I was posting things that I had done on Twitch on YouTube, but I really wasn't making any content for YouTube. So the first real time I made content for YouTube was February 27th. It was when SpaceX announced they're going to launch people around the moon on the Falcon Heavy. I made a video about it, and then at that point I had 438 subscribers. So I am absolutely beyond floored at the response we've had. So I can't thank you guys enough. Seriously, I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. I wouldn't be encouraged to do this without you guys, especially my patrons. It's insane. Every day I wake up and I'm just like, this is amazing. I can't believe that people are showing their appreciation and support for what I'm doing. It means the world to me. So yeah, don't mean to get sentimental, but it's crazy and it's awesome, and I get very encouraged by you guys, so thank you. Maybe help me get, if I hit 100,000 on Tuesday, that'd be the best birthday / YouTube anniversary ever. That'd be amazing. I'd feel very loved. So tell your friends. Let's get to that 100. Favorite non-American rocket, current or retired? Renaud, that's a great question. I absolutely love the N1, and I absolutely love Energia. Those are 2 of my all-time favorite rockets. They're both absolutely mad and crazy in the absolute best possible way. Those are definitely my favorite rockets that are non-American. Those are almost my favorite rockets, period. I definitely have an affinity towards Soviet-era hardware. It's just so Kerbal, yet so awesome, yet so far ahead of its time, yet due to the pressure and the way they're organized, they ended up blowing up a lot of their stuff and killing off a lot of their people. Literally, pad accidents would kill people. They were more reckless, but gosh darn it, I love it. It's so cool. The Stationeers has a Mars world, would make for a fun stream. I don't even know what Stationeers is. Yeah. What reusable rocket programs are there outside of the States? Currently, China says they're going to be having one eventually. I also think, besides that, Ariane Space, they have, they talk about maybe being able to reuse and land their engines of their upcoming Ariane 6, I think. So they have plans for it, but people need to really take it seriously, otherwise they're just going to get priced out of it. Let's see, Energy and Buran never flew right. That's wrong, Sloppy Top. Energia flew twice. Buran only flew once, unmanned. And so Buran flew on top, attached to, not on top of, but attached to Energia. Energia also did one other mission where it had a rocket on the side, and that rocket launched upside down or something super weird. Of course, super Soviet. Okay, so we do need to consider retro firing for a little bit, not only for overheating, but also to reel in our landing area. Okay, this is looking okay. Okay, we're no longer overheating. And we'll probably be able to pitch this thing down quite a bit once we get there. Can SpaceX throttle the Merlin engine earthbound? Ruben asks. Yes, they can go down to 40% of full thrust, which is a lot, actually. That's, some people even think down to like 35, which is a lot. It's really hard to have a big range of throttle ability in an engine. So that's another one of those really impressive things about the Falcon 9 and the Merlin engine. Okay, we got to slow down a little bit more. This would be one way to do moon tours, or like Earth tourism. Just an SSTO. You'd be back, go around the entire planet on Kerbal in 37, 38 minutes. Yes, please. On Earth, it'd be longer, closer to 90 minutes. Uh-oh. That might have been too much. Maybe not. Let's target this. Keep bleeding off speed like this. Actually, let's target this. Looks like we are a little too far that way. Okay, this is looking not too bad. Let's target that. Okay. I'm going to quick save it right here. We have a good chance of landing somewhere where we want to be. Drift this baby on up. And then drift it on over. And let's start paying attention to that landing distance here. Okay. Well, we didn't land on top of the VAB. Okay, sorry, I'm kind of concentrating here on this beautiful landing. Don't have a ton of Delta V left, so let's speed it up just a little bit. Okay, it's very touchy at the end of its little bit here. Ta-da! There we go. Once around Kerbal in a single stage to orbit, Falcon 9-ish in 38 minutes. Not bad. I would have done that. Yeah. No big deal. Sweet. Well, I think that's how I'm gonna end. Yeah, not quite a suicide burn. Yeah, not too bad, guys. Good enough, right? Do I think Skyline's gonna be a thing? I don't think so. Unless it gets some serious funding. It's very, very lacking in funding. What's the throttling range of the Raptor? We think it's more than, it might be able to go down to like almost 20%. I think it has very deep throttling, and that's something that's going to be very important when doing precision landings, especially on like Mars and stuff. So yeah. How do I feel about the nuclear-powered Titan drone? I love that you asked that question. Find out on Tuesday. You will find out on Tuesday what I think about. That's my next video. I have a lot of people always saying like, Tim, you only do SpaceX videos. And I agree. It's been ridiculous lately. There's a lot leading up to Falcon Heavy that I try to do. And I just get the most questions and the most traffic and the most... It just perpetuates. I'll do a video about Falcon Heavy or about SpaceX, and then someone will have a bunch of questions that I'll see over and over and over. I'll see like, why this, why this, why this? Same thing. So then I make another one, and then that one, it just keeps going. So the next couple videos won't be about SpaceX. I hope you guys still enjoy them. So, dang, RCDJ, thank you so much. That means a lot. Your tips are always so generous. Tip Daddy. Yeah, I'm happy with how that went. And my birthday's actually on Tuesday. I don't think I'll be doing a live stream, so thank you. I will put that right towards the new computer. So thank you very much. Let's see. Do I think the BFR will do its intercontinental flights on a single stage? No, Philip James. I don't think it will because I don't think it will. Mostly because the animation shows it using the BFB, the Big Falcon Booster, and I just don't think it would really. I think technically the upper stage can get to orbit SSTO. He hasn't said anything about it being able to land. You know, we just showed that we had enough margins, just barely, in Kerbal Space Program to be able to, you know, go up into orbit, turn around, slow back down, and do a landing burn. I don't think there's margins for the upper stage to do that. I'm guessing it could probably eke itself into orbit, get into orbit, and it'd be totally out of gas and stuck there. It definitely probably, just, this is me speculating, probably doesn't have enough margins to land with for sure. If, you know, say landing takes 1,000 or 2,000 delta V, I just don't think that's a possibility without using that booster to give that little bit. So can I buy a Falcon 9? It's only 62 million. I would love to. So yeah. Is BFR on schedule? We don't really know. With SpaceX, you never know. Yeah. There we go. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I want to thank you again for hanging out and joining me on Sunday. Nice and fun for me. Stay tuned. Like I said, on Tuesday, I'll be doing that video with Universe Today's Fraser Kane. It's going to be a ton of fun. The video is awesome. I'm really excited. We've got the dialogue cut done. My Patreon members are able to see that. They have already checked it out, or at least my Discord members are able to see that. So yeah, I'm really excited to get this thing done on Tuesday. I think it's going to be great. Yeah, I hope that you guys have an awesome week. I'm going to be head down in the grindstone tomorrow to finish this video and get it ready. And get ready for Tuesday morning, guys. I might try to do a live stream on Tuesday, maybe, if I have a minute. We'll see. If it gets... We'll see. I don't know. I can't schedule these things. Everyone always asks, I never know when you're going to do it. Either do I. I have no idea. If you want to know when, find me on Twitter. I talk about it on Twitter sometimes if you want to do a live stream. You can find me Everyday Astronaut. Search Everyday Astronaut. My actual handle is Everyday Astronaut because it's too long for Twitter. So yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Have a great rest of your weekend and have a fantastic start to your week on Monday. I'll see you guys later. I'm Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut, bringing space down to Earth for everyday people. Bye, guys. I think we all dreamt about going to space when we were kids. But when the space shuttle program ended in 2011, I discovered a void in my life. That emptiness led to a newfound obsession with space. A few years later, I wound up bidding on a Russian spacesuit as a joke. When the box arrived at my doorstep, my friends asked, "What are you going to do with a spacesuit?" The answer? What can't I do with a spacesuit? That's how Everyday Astronaut was born. Since then, the suit hasn't left my side. It's even gone around the world with me. From remote villages in Myanmar, rockets and spaceships, to beautiful fields in Norway. I'm fighting a cow to get a picture right now.
Here I am on vacation in the beautiful Norway with my beautiful boyfriend.
I even proposed to my wife in the suit at Machu Picchu in Peru. These days I work with leaders in the space industry to create fun and inspirational content. I've even been invited to different NASA facilities across the country, all for the sake of sharing my excitement with the world.
Hey there, it's me, Tim Dodd, the Everyday Astronaut. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but NASA is doing some incredible This is church for us space nerds.
This is where Gene Kranz was sitting when people first met him.
This is with permission.
I still don't know how. I love that I'm standing on something that says urine bags.
This thing's gonna fly like a cat in heat. Whatever that means. That dog's gonna have a sore throat by the end of the day, I'll tell you that. Especially once he tries to explain to his friends that he just saw an astronaut flying majestically through the sky for an hour.
This thing has officially become the bane of my existence.
Everyday Astronaut's mission is to bring space down to Earth for everyday people, to communicate science through humor and imagination, but most importantly, to spark your curiosity, to want to find your place in the cosmos. Join my adventures as I seek to find out why exploring space is important, inspiring, and quite frankly, really, really neat. Show your support by visiting patreon.com/everydayastronaut.